Hello friends, welcome to OPTRA Automation. This is lesson 2. In this we are going to discuss history of Amazon Web Services. So before learning any new technology, it is always better to understand what exactly the history so far, how that particular technology invented into the market. So let's discuss today about the Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services was officially launched in the year 2006. Initially, it was not launched with the intention as a commercial cloud vendor in the market. They simply presented a paper to scale their own internal environment so that they can use infrastructure as a service. Initially, it was not intended in their mind that they will become the top competitor in the market for the AWS services or the cloud services. In the year 2007, more than 180,000 developers were on the platform. They were using Amazon Web Services. They were developing more applications using that platform. And in the year 2010, the entire Amazon.com moved over to AWS, their own internal environment, their own internal architecture moved over to Amazon Web Services. And in the 2012, the first reInvent conference happened. So you might be thinking like, what exactly is a reInvent? reInvent is basically a conference that is happening every year in November, where Amazon announces the new development that they did in the last 1 year. It may be related to existing services, if there is any expansion in the existing services, or they might announce new services which is relevant to the new trends in IT. Let's say new services related to Internet of Things, IoT, machine learning, big data, artificial intelligence. There are a lot of new things are happening in IT today. So what exactly the Amazon and other cloud vendors are planning to do, like they are providing these services, these new technologies as a service to the customer. So the customer will not think about how they can build their own data centers and deploy these new technology and trends into the market. So what exactly the cloud vendors are doing today in the market, they are providing every new development in the IT as a service. This is the beauty as of now. And in the 2013, certifications launched. Initially, Amazon launched 5 certifications, 3 in associate cadre and 2 in professional cadre that we already discussed. And in the year 2015, the day come when it breaks the revenue trend. $6 billion per annum. That was the revenue change. And in the year 2016, 13 billion US dollar. And in the last year, that is in 2017, AWS reInvent releases a host of AI services as well as virtual reality services, artificial intelligence, and AR/VR services announced in the year 2017. Although there are a lot of services in the Amazon platform as of now, it is not possible for anyone to learn and understand each and every service. It is just next to impossible because there are thousands of services related to different platforms. So it is simply an impossible thing for an individual, but we are covering the most of these services which are relevant to the current trend in the IT as well as your job profile. So let's move into the next section, which is the Amazon Web Services terminology. Like there are a lot of things, 2 to 3 terms, which is commonly uses in the AWS platform. So before going into the hands-on lab where we are going to create our own virtual servers, we are designing our network, we are designing our data centers, but we should understand the first where what exactly the terms that Amazon is using for their cloud infrastructure. So we have regions and availability zones. So what exactly is a region? According to Amazon, like region is just a one geographical location. Let's say if one data center is hosted in the US, so US is one region, maybe US East, US West, and if we are talking about India, is a geographical location. So every distinct geographical locations are regions, as simple as that. Like as per the diagram, we have shown like there is a left hand side, we have a region, US East one, and a right hand side, we have EU West one. So these are the two different regions in the one is US, another one is in Europe. So two different geographical locations. Now, the question comes, then what exactly is availability zones? Basically, availability zones are the actual data centers that Amazon has built to serve their customers all over the world. We have regions. Regions is a geographical locations, and under that particular geographical location, there should be more than one availability zones, which is why it is mandatory, because to fulfill the need of a clustering, to fulfill the need of a failover. So that's why it is a mandate condition that there should be more than one availability zone in one region. Availability zone is a layman term. It's simply a physical data center. That's it. Amazon has a lot of high compute devices over there, network, servers, racks, storage devices, everything. After that, a new term comes into the picture. What exactly is edge locations? So edge locations is, as per the Amazon, like in availability zones, we have a different, we can say, different servers hosted over there, different network devices are there. But why we need an edge location then? Can we deploy a server in edge locations? No, we cannot. The servers are being deployed in the availability zones only. Basically, edge location is where end users access services located at AWS. They are located in most of the major cities around the world and are specifically used by the cloud front to distribute content to end user to reduce the latency in the network. It is like front end for the service we access, which are located in AWS cloud. That was the Amazon definition of edge locations. So, okay, I'll provide you the layman or maybe a more simple definition of edge locations. Basically, edge locations are a location or maybe your point of contact from where you can reach to the availability zone or reach to your server which is hosted in Amazon data center. Let's say if you have built a web applications, okay, you have a website, you build a web portal for any particular customer or client, and that web portal is hosted in US. That a web portal is hosted in US East Zone because most of the customers are visiting that particular website from US. Maybe 70 to 80% traffic is coming from the US location. So that's why customer has um, decided to launch that particular web application under the US availability zone. Fine enough. Now, sooner or later, like maybe 20 to 30% traffics are started coming from India location. But India to US, that's obviously if you are trying to access US location servers from India region, then there might be a chances of delay. There is a performance lag. There is a network latency because it's all together very, very far location. All right. So that's why edge locations concepts comes into the picture. We have a edge locations in Mumbai as of now. Okay, you can directly, your request will go to Mumbai edge location using CloudFront And the CloudFront will see, okay, if this is the first time, obviously it will take time because they don't have any caching available. But if any other user after you trying to reach that particular web portal, that particular request will be served in India, in Mumbai, from that edge location only. There is no need to go again and again onto that particular server that is US, which is hosted in US availability zone. So this is the benefit point of edge location. It minimizes the network latency, it improves the network performance and the application performances as well. So as of now in the world, like there are 54 edge locations as of now. It's keep on changing. So maybe if you are watching this video as of now, it's 54. And if you're watching that particular video, maybe after 2 to 3 months, the number will be changed because Amazon is, developing rapidly. They are changing their services, they are changing their data centers, and they are expanding their infrastructure all over the world very rapidly. So there are chances that the number will gonna change in coming days or maybe months. All right, so let's discuss what exactly is the latest figure in the market for all these three things that we have discussed. We have 16 regions as of now all over the world. That means 16 different geographical locations. Then we have 42 availability zones. Then we have 54 edge locations. So as of now, this is the Amazon Web Services global infrastructure model, how they build their data centers, where exactly we have different regions, edge locations, etc. So that particular lesson was very theoretical. In the next lecture, we will create our own AWS free account. And once we logged in into the AWS, then you have a better idea and a clear picture about these regions, availability zones, and edge locations. After logging into your credentials, you can easily see and feel how the Amazon console look like and where exactly we have these three different terminologies. So that's it for this lecture, guys. Click on like if you like this video and subscribe the channel for the latest and the recent updates. That's it. Thank you.